The first light of dawn slips through the dense canopy of the rainforest, painting the leaves with a shimmer of dew. A chimpanzee, nestled high in the branches, stirs awake from a night spent in the safety of its carefully woven nest. Built from bent branches and leafy padding, the nest has cradled the chimpanzee through the long night, high above the forest floor where predators lurk. With a stretch and a yawn, it pulls itself upright, its sharp eyes blinking against the faint light filtering down from above. The day has begun, and with it comes the rhythm of the troop, the endless dance of survival, curiosity, and play. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the earthy smell of damp bark and blooming flowers, and with each deep breath, the chimpanzee inhales the pulse of the forest itself.
As the chimpanzee climbs out of its leafy bed, other troop members begin to stir. Soft calls echo across the treetops, each chimpanzee's voice familiar to the others like a fingerprint of sound. Bonds within the group are tight and vital. To be part of the troop is to be part of a living web of relationships, alliances, and trust. The chimpanzee grooms a close companion, running fingers through thick black hair, picking out dirt and insects with meticulous care. Grooming is more than cleanliness. It's the glue that cements friendships, reassures allies, and smooths over tensions. The chimpanzee knows instinctively that grooming today could mean protection tomorrow. For in the social world of chimpanzees, bonds are everything. Even young ones participate, clumsy fingers learning the motions that one day will form the currency of their social lives.
Breakfast is next, and the forest provides a feast, if one knows where to look. The chimpanzee swings with ease from branch to branch, searching for ripe figs, berries, and young leaves. Fingers, dexterous and strong, pluck fruit with precision. The forest is alive with abundance. Fruits split open with juicy sweetness, nuts crunch between teeth, and the occasional insect adds a burst of protein. But food is not always simple to obtain, and this is where the chimpanzee's intelligence shines. Spotting a hollow log buzzing faintly with termites, the chimpanzee breaks off a slender stick, strips it of bark, and fashions a tool. With the steady hand, it inserts the stick into the mound, waits patiently, and then pulls it out, now crawling with termites. Each bite is small, but the clever trick provides a steady reward. It is this genius, this ability to shape the world with tools, that reveals the chimpanzee's remarkable mind. The troop is watching too, especially the younger ones, who study every move, storing knowledge for their own future use. The troop moves together, always alert, always watching. On the forest floor, danger lurks. Leopards, snakes, and sometimes even humans. But in the trees, the troop flows like a living river, each chimpanzee watching the other, voices calling back and forth in a language of hoots, grunts, and pant hoots that carry across the jungle. The chimpanzee listens, responding when needed, always aware of where it fits in this chorus of sound. Communication is not just noise. It is thought made audible, meaning shaped by tone and rhythm. Within the troop, secrets are kept, alliances forged, and warnings delivered with the subtlety of a politician. Outsiders might see only chaos, but the chimpanzee knows the code, and within it lies survival. Sometimes, a single call can rally the group, warn of danger, or even trick rivals into making mistakes. By mid-morning, the air grows heavy with heat. The chimpanzee finds relief near a stream, splashing its face, drinking deeply, and watching the ripple of fish darting just out of reach. Hunger stirs again, and with it, the urge to innovate. Spotting a rock nearby, the chimpanzee remembers the hard shells of nuts that litter the ground. With the practiced rhythm, it selects the right stone, places a nut upon a flat surface, and hammers it with force and precision until the shell cracks open. Each strike is deliberate, each pause thoughtful. This is no mere instinct. This is memory, problem-solving, and patience. Generations of chimpanzees have passed down these skills, and each one refines the craft. To the untrained eye, it may seem simple, but to anyone watching closely, it is clear. Here is genius at work, the kind of intelligence that once pushed humans down their own path of invention. More than once, researchers have stood in awe as chimpanzees solve puzzles faster than the humans who set them. The afternoon brings play, and with it, the joy of youth. Younger chimpanzees chase one another through the branches, swinging wildly, tumbling clumsily, shrieking with laughter-like calls. Their antics bring smiles. Yes, even chimpanzees can smile among the adults who tolerate the chaos with patience. Play is more than fun. It is practice for the future. Wrestling builds strength, chasing hones reflexes, and mimicry sharpens social skills. The chimpanzee watches a juvenile attempt to strip a branch for tools, fumbling and failing, yet determined. Learning takes time, and patience is key. For every skill they master now could mean survival later. The forest is a classroom, and every branch, every fruit, every hidden insect offers a lesson. Young ones also test boundaries, teasing adults or stealing food in playful defiance, acts that reveal the budding intelligence and curiosity that make their kind so extraordinary. But not all is play and peace. A ripple of tension spreads through the troop as two adult males circle one another. Their postures stiffen, their hair bristles, and their voices rise in sharp hoots and screams. Power is always contested, and dominance within the group brings privilege, better access to food, mates, and influence. The chimpanzee watches intently as the two males escalate, pounding the ground with fists, shaking branches, and leaping with raw force to intimidate. It is a display of strength and cunning, for in chimpanzee politics, brains matter as much as brawn. An ally's support at the right moment, a subtle grooming gesture days earlier, can tip the balance of power. Outsiders might think brute force wins the day, but the chimpanzee knows better. Strategy, memory, and social maneuvering can make even the weaker rise to dominance. More than once, a clever, smaller chimp has toppled a seemingly unbeatable rival through sheer social genius. After the tension fades, the troop regroups, comforted by grooming and food. The chimpanzee settles again in the shade, plucking insects from a companion's fur and receiving the same care in return. Hours pass in this rhythm of feeding, grooming, and moving, a cycle as old as the rainforest itself. The genius of the chimpanzee shows in quiet moments, too. In the careful selection of medicinal leaves to ease stomach troubles, in the way it remembers the path to hidden fruiting trees, and in its knack for mimicking sounds to communicate across distance. These are not simple creatures. They are thinkers, problem solvers, and planners, capable of outsmarting even the humans who study them. Stories abound of chimpanzees stealing food from camps, tricking researchers with clever distractions, or solving puzzles faster than the people watching. Beneath the fur and the wild eyes is a mind sharp enough to surprise anyone who underestimates it. It is no wonder they are often called the geniuses of the jungle. As evening falls, the forest hums with a different energy. Birds return to roost, insects sing louder, and predators stir in the shadows. The chimpanzee joins the troop in searching for a nesting site. High in the trees, branches are bent and woven with deliberate care, leaves tucked for comfort, twigs interlocked for stability. Each chimpanzee makes its own nest, but never far from the others, for safety lies in numbers. The forest darkens, but the chimpanzee feels secure, surrounded by family, allies, and the memory of a day filled with food, play, and strategy. Some whisper-like calls still float between the trees, soft reassurances that the group remains united even as darkness closes in. Night deepens, the calls of nocturnal creatures filling the air. The chimpanzee shifts in its nest, eyes closing, mind slowing, though dreams may still play behind its lids. Perhaps it dreams of leaping branches, of clever tricks to find food, of the warmth of grooming hands. Perhaps it dreams of puzzles and victories, of moments where its genius shone brightest. Whatever thoughts flicker through its resting mind, tomorrow will bring new challenges, new meals, new chances to prove that survival is not only about strength, but also about intelligence. Even in sleep, the chimpanzee is part of something larger, a community of minds that has thrived for countless generations. The forest is vast, the world beyond even larger. But within this canopy, the chimpanzee reigns as both thinker and survivor, not merely another animal in the jungle, but a genius in fur, a reminder of how thin the line is between them and us. Every gesture, every choice, every spark of thought is proof of the brilliance hidden in the rainforest shadows. This was a day in the life of a chimpanzee,